My name is KB. I'm from the West Adams district, the Rollin 20 Bloods. Used to be.
My name Blue, they call me Henderson Blue. I'm from Long Beach. I'm from everything out there.
My name Anthony, I go by Lefty, representing the Eastside of Long Beach. I'll be 34 next week.
I'm Big Yankee from Long Beach. I'm 38 years old.
I'm Ray Thizzle from the West Adams district.
I'm Skipp. Passed down. I can't speak for y'all, but I'm gonna ask y'all, did this baton get passed down to you too? I was sent to church every Sunday, had to go. Had to go to the black churches in the community. Every Sunday we went to church, and that was the hub where the family came together, grandmamas and everybody going to church right there, because that's my next question. Did these pastors, was they supposed to pass the baton? Was they supposed to help us walk and navigate through this? Or was they just taking the money, man?
They just taking the money.
I don't know, but did they even have an obligation? Are they obligated?
Yeah, they got an obligation, like bro said. They was just taking the money, man. I mean, we supported them, but when you look at that, it's more of like them using the community for them, because a lot of the churches are non-profits names and things like that, and that property is passed on to their kids and stuff. Like, for instance, we got a church in our community where everybody was going to that church and everybody supported that pastor, but then they end up selling that church to some white investors, you know what I mean? So that church was removed right there, but that was a pillar in our community. And then they sold the church, they owned a restaurant right across from it, they owned property on the streets right there, they end up selling that. So it's like, they only looking out for themselves. And again, like we're talking about political nepotism again, you know what I mean? So like where the politicians, they pass it, instead of coming out in the community doing what they're doing, they pass the positions on to their kids and their family members, and they just using us, you know what I mean? It's like poverty pimping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody agree on that?
It's almost like the same thing we had in our neighborhood with Cecil and Murray.
I was gonna say his name, but yeah, so you know Grandma Miss Thomas.
Yeah.
Grandma Miss Thomas, what did she move into? What's the name of the apartments Grandma Miss, I'm gonna tell you the address, it's 3730 West 27th Street.
Fame, man.
Fame,
What is Fame? First AME.
Yeah.
So what they did is they shut down all the liquor stores, right? First AME shut down all the liquor stores on Adams, Jack's and what's the other one that was over there by Brighton? Sunshine Market, all that shut down, right?
Yeah.
And then in the corner, over there on Western and Adams, they put that little mini mart there. And the only
China
place,
Market.
but you know who owned that?
That was first thing me.
First AME, so I can go in there and buy me some alcohol.
As a matter of fact, they said that they took over. We used to have carnivals there when I was little. When I was
Yeah.
They took over the whole thing and made them a whole apartment building, a grocery store.
Right, but you know they had an alcohol license. My whole point is they got a beer, wine, and spirits. So they shut down all the liquor stores, and then right there they made it convenient to get beer, wine, and spirits. Is that right or wrong?
It's wrong.
Because at the same time, they didn't do no community outreach and no community empowerment, like,
Yeah, they
you know what I mean?
better us.
And come out, they were supposed to come out and pull us in, you know what I mean? Because like you said, our grandmothers and our mothers and our aunties, they bought them buildings and bought them houses and them fancy cars for them folks, you know what I mean? Even to the point of where they sacrificed our quality of life so that the church could get their 10%.
Hey, but think about that, man. That's so powerful. That's taxation. And you know that other groups, I don't want to say races of people, they do that. When people are selling certain things on the corner, somebody come tap them and say, hey, you got to pay into this tax. You got a tax, right? And other culture, right? Is it that the church is doing that to us in our culture? And what you said is it's impeding in the quality of life. So now, because my mother is committed to giving this 10%, that commitment comes away from me getting some Converse, some All-Stars. Now I got to get these other shoes they got from Kenny's on Manchester. I got to get some Pro Kids or something. I want some Levi's, and my mama say, nah, I got to give to the church. I'm going to get you some Wrangler jeans. You know, Mama, I wanted a Lacoste with the alligator on. She said, boy, you gonna get a Winnie the Pooh out of J.C. Penney.
And
You know what I mean?
You ain't gonna wear them Wranglers because if 501s was cracking, so you gonna go get
Right,
them
so I'm gonna go get
501s.
it.
Yep.
So does it have an impact on the
Yeah,
community?
no doubt.
They've been having an impact for years.
Well,
You know, when it's time for you to get a job in the community and you asking for a job, they turn you away. So it ain't like it's benefiting you, but then your parents is giving their money to the church, and you sitting there like, all right, what I'm supposed to get?
What are you gonna say?
I think that more so it goes along, we're looking at this is the universal culture where everybody can agree for the most part that due to the impact of single black women in our community who are raising kids on their own, and a lot of times they're in it on their own. And the only time they really feel that, they get any type of support is on that Sunday and going to that type of institution. So it's more of like an emotional, it's emotional impact. That's what it's about. But what happens is you get blinded with the emotion, and before you know it, your checkbook empty.
It's pimping.
You know what I'm saying?
Robbing
I
your
mean, that's what it is. So you look at the situation with the Jim Jones, and you look at all those beautiful sisters who deliberately drunk poison to take themselves out the game. So the first impact was what? They was emotionally attached, for whatever reasons it was, right? So in our communities where a lot of black women are going to these churches or whatever, you see that it's not helping the pastor say, hey, she going there, you know why? Maybe it's because her son is acting up in school. And she's, I know who can fix him, the pastor. But the pastor, he probably got intentions on seeing a single black woman looking, that needs help. He might have a lustful eye. So his eye's not really on the young boy who's trying to get help. His eye on something else. And, we're not trying to throw, shade at all pastors that have, because not all priests or child molesters, not all police or racist, racist pigs or whatnot. But unfortunately, the stereotypes and the amount of numbers that cast that stereotype to be true, it kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Such as you with cornrows.
right, and exactly with me with cornrows and when I come around, it's like, oh man, for sure, validated,
Suspect.
suspect,
Yeah.
thriller.
Yeah.
I had to
And
really
it's
consider
right,
that
but
in
the
my
thing
head.
is, it's rightfully so, because it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to be shallow-minded, and that's where you end at, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. You take some of that face value, and if you want to leave it at that, that's what you do. You didn't even scratch the surface.
Exactly.
So you want to dig deep, okay, well now you want to communicate, talk. You know what I'm saying? What it do? And then after that, then you can be more yes, everything's transparent. But if you just want to judge a book by its cover, we can all go to the library and look at all the books all day.
They sit right
You
on
can
the
walk
shelf.
out being the same stupid motherfucker you was when you walked in there.
Ain't read not
You
one.
read not one book.
Right.
Man, that point is so valid. So listen, man, I want to think about something else here that's connected with it, because you said you brought up the police in the same sentence with the churches. So when I think of the police, I don't think that every cop is racist, but I think that the system that they're in, I think the system is fucked up. And if I got one good officer, right, and this one dude, he's good. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a deputy. Rayford Owens, he's the brother of Lil Vince, who started Pyru, right? He was with Puddin' and them. So Rayford Owens, a good dude, man, he a pastor, this and that. But that's one good deputy that I put in a bucket that's corrupt, that the system is foul. So I can't have one good person. The same thing with LAPD, man. It's about 100 of them, that's cool. But it's 10,000 LAPD officers. So damn, I know 100 cool ones, but it's so many more that may not be, because they in that system. How do we start changing the system for ourselves? How do we change the system to where we ain't got to call the sheriff, we ain't got to call the police? You talked about something, that single black mother who got that son. How do we become that influence? How do they know that, like how you just said, you Lefty, no, I got to call Blue. I don't trust these other people. Like you said, I'm going to call Ronald, I'm going to call Skipp. Let's see what we can get done. How do we create the system, not the person? Because when Ronald died, when I died, is there a system in place?
System in place.
How do we create these systems that we can take care of ourselves?
We gotta police ourselves though. That's where it really started. Like, so it's like a guidance, but it also fall under like the whole 3 strikes agenda that they had. So if you taking people who got influenced out and you remove them, so now you got all these kids, which I'm a part of that. Now you got us left out here and we don't really have no guidance, no structure. But that's essentially where it starts from. We gotta be able to police ourselves outside of us protecting the kid because he play football good or he could hoop. We still gotta protect those other kids that's involved and that's around, like that mom, like he was saying, you know, some of these single moms out here, and we see that little boy and he looking up to the dude who got the same bandana I'm rocking on my head, but for a different purpose. And that's where it started, because you could see it. We seen it all the time where you could tell, like, oh yeah, a couple years, he gonna be one of the ones. But don't nobody stop it. You sit back and you watch it because you kind of like it. Like, let me see what he gonna develop into. Let me see how he gonna turn out. So if we ain't policing it, and even that's fine. And I'm gonna go, even though I probably get ridiculed for saying it, that's fine. If that's the route that he wanna go. But if that's the route he wanna go, at least give him the guidance, show him the ropes. Because if you ain't showing him the ropes in the right way, like what this really about, what it's really for, then it's pointless.
And to go back to what you said too, Skipp, and all this conversation go together because it's like in the black community on all levels, there is no succession plan. You have those in the position of leadership, they hold on to the titles or the position. But, and even throughout the history of us, the blacks right here in America, since coming here since slavery, when they kill off the leaders, like you said, Malcolm, Martin and all them, when they get killed off, there's no movements, there's only moments, black moments. There's never a black movement because they too scared to pass their knowledge and wisdom on to somebody, and then they might be there with their kids, but their kids ain't trained like this. They can't carry the movement. They don't have the credibility, the respect that we all in this room got to where they can go out there and voice and move the crowd in the community, you know what I mean, when necessary. So you have a bunch of really basically incompetent leaders, you know what I mean, being pushed into position after these people die. You know, because they're not creating a succession plan like lacing a younger homie, like, hey, woo, 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 woo. And their kids, you know what I mean, they've been raised in a different way than we've been raised at. Like when you see what's going on now with the coronavirus and everything, it's like, this is nothing normal for us. We live up under these conditions. We thrive up under these conditions right here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we thinkers, we're always cautious anyway.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Like and comment below to give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related videos to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description and listen to our weekly podcast, The Gangster Chronicles, every Thursday. And thanks for watching StreetTV.net.